for the new program. I am personally excited. Thank you very much, ma'am, and the entire team. Asante Sana, you raised these issues at a point where, as media, we are still facing lots and lots and lots of threats, right? We know journalists still face threats from government by being gagged and threatened for publishing and broadcasting information that demands for accountability from government and state offices, right? It's still a challenge. It's still a challenge that we need to say no to. Government institutions' failure to provide information required by law, especially for investigative stories. We need to demand and fight for our position as media in this country. We can't say no, we can't keep quiet when each and every day our journalists are threatened out there. Journalists being penalized without fair hearing and threats to take away broadcast licenses through government regulatory authority instead of tackling complaints about media practitioners and media houses through Media Council. Why should we continue to allow this to happen in our society? Yeah, these are some of the things that we need to say no to. And that's why I open the floor for the plenary session. Please, if you have questions or if you have an issue that you want to raise, the floor is now open. For those of us joining online, virtually, please post your questions on the chat section. You can also raise your hand if you have a question. The floor is also open to you here. If you have any question that you want to ask, feel free. Where do we start, or who do we start with? Yeah, JB?
Yes, I think I've been tasked by reading some of the questions that are on chat.
Yes.
So I hope my eyes will not fail me. We have a question from one of the attendees online. It says, with exit of the Kanu regime in 2002, the new government made several abortive attempts to locate the grave of Mau Mau Freedom War hero Dedan Kimathi, who was sentenced to death by colonial authorities and I think hanged at Kamiti prison in February 1957. The Kimathi family, human rights groups, and others also made attempts to locate the burial place, Kamiti in vain. British authorities kept meticulous records, some of which were removed from Kenya as independence approached. These would include documents pointing to the exact burial site of Kimathi and other freedom fighters executed in colonial jails. Has the Kenyan government made any formal request to the British government for help locating the graves of Kimathi? I think the long shot of this is raising, if at all the Guild and other groups asked this, would the UK government cooperate in trying to locate this? I don't know who asked the question. You can get the name of
We don't know.
must be, is it Mashara Gaido? It's Mashara Gaido. Yes, it's from Mashara Gaido. So it says if the Guild and other groups made the attempts to ask the UK government to help in locating this grave, would this be something that you'd work with us on? Any other question online? Okay, so far that is the only question online. So I think probably we can go to the floor and see. Okay, Professor Nyabuga? Oh.
She can respond to that next, right?
Yeah, let's
Take
take
several?
a,
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks a lot to
And comments to it.